Hey, so I've been thinking about this Mitchell Danson character, and at the beginning of my sophomore year at Westminster, I found out that they were going to be doing elections for student government, and I thought, hell, I'll give it a shot. Threw my hat in the ring, and I ran for secretary of ASWC, the Associated Students of Westminster College. Well, then about a day later, I found out that Kevin McGlincy was also going to run for secretary of ASWC. And I remember thinking, I don't stand a chance against this guy. Everybody liked Kevin McGlincy. Nobody even knew who I was at the beginning of my sophomore year. Well, I ended up winning the election. I became secretary of ASWC. Now, while all of this was going on, there was this guy that nobody knew that decided to run for president of ASWC. And sad thing is, nobody voted for him, because he's so ugly. So of course he lost the election, and I kind of felt bad for him. He didn't have any friends, and it was all very embarrassing. And I think he might have actually dropped out of Westminster after that. But yeah, I think that was Mitchell Danson. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, next name. Next name is Bill Purdy. Bill Purdy, I just remember sitting in our dorm room and laughing and laughing and laughing, and I don't even remember what we were laughing about. I can only imagine when the other guys would walk past our room down the hall, and they would hear us laughing. I'm sure that they were like, what is going on in there? Because we were laughing so loud. I mean, we were echoing down the hallway of Carlson Hall. Sean and Bill, oh, there's Sean and Bill laughing again. And what's funny is I don't even remember what we were laughing about. But more importantly than that is that you lifted my spirits. You were like the calm after the storm. The storm, of course, being Scooter. Oh, Scooter, you know I love you, but I'm talking about Bill Purdy right now. And the two of you, Bill Purdy, and you, Scooter, you can't get more opposite personality types, okay? You and I only lived together during the second semester of my freshman year, and we bonded really quickly. And then I think you left to go back to Kansas for that summer. I didn't even know if you were going to come back for our sophomore year. You did. And I remember I think you majored in education. I think you went on to become a teacher. Is that right? Am I right? You were just a wonderful friend, a much needed relief. And so thank you for that. When I hear the song Conga by Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine, I think of you. I think I even was dancing around the room singing that song. No wonder that the guys in the dorm, they'd walk past our room and they'd be like, what in the hell is going on in that room? But yes, Conga, the song Conga reminds me of you. Take care. I'm glad we're friends. Keep in touch. Okay, next name. Next name is Karen Jaffe. Karen Jaffe. Okay. See this bracelet? This one right here? Oh, can I show you? I know I have so many of them. This one right here. Karen, you were wearing this bracelet at a party. You and I went to a party at someone's house. I saw you wearing this bracelet and I said, I want that. So you took it off and we go to put it on my hand, but it wouldn't fit over my wrist. So you and I went into...
Hi there, it's me, Mitchell Danson. Just thought I'd drop in to clear up a little confusion you could be having in Sean's little story. It's important to keep the facts straight. People's lives could be impacted. Anyway, Sean, it was your hand, not your wrist. Dumbass.
So you and I went into the bathroom of whoever's house we were in, and we tried to get the bracelet over my hand, but my hand was too big. So then we used soap and water. That didn't work. So then we used Vaseline and baby oil. That didn't work. So then we got some kind of saline solution, and we're doing everything we can to try to lubricate my hand to get this bracelet over my hand. We finally got it on. Of course, I ended up scraping my thumb right here. But this bracelet, Karen Jaffe, has been on my wrist since 1988. Can you believe that? I can't take it off. I don't know if it's shrunk. I mean, it's stainless steel, but there ain't no way in hell it's coming off of my arm. The only way this is coming off is if you cut it off. Lots and lots of memories with you, Karen. Lotion parties. Ray Lynch. Karen Jaffe, the song Ball of Confusion by Love and Rockets reminds me of you. And the song It's My Life by Talk Talk reminds me of you as well. Cuddles on the couch in your little apartment. You helped me design my website when I had Riveted Agency. You were a godsend in my business. Totally reliable. I could give whatever I needed done and just give it to you and you would have it done right away. It was amazing. I adore you. I'm glad you're in my life. I'm glad we've reconnected. I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon. Okay, next name. Next name is Lance Sharp. Lance. Now, here's the thing. Lance and I did not hang out in the same circle of friends. We hung out in two totally different groups of friends. So I don't have individual memories of me and Lance, just the two of us hanging out. But when I think of you, Lance Sharp, I think of somebody that's from Texas and all the stereotypes of somebody that claims to be a Texan. Now, I know you're not from Texas. I know you're from New Mexico. But the stereotype of a Texan fits you perfectly. You know what they say, don't mess with Texas? Don't mess with Lance Sharp. He is tough with a capital T. But Lance, we know that down below, you're really soft and squishy on the inside. But we won't tell anybody. Shh. We know that you're tough. You're a tough guy. One year, this hypnotherapist came on campus and we were all in the audience and the hypnotherapist is on stage and he called you and Jackie House and a few other people up on stage and hypnotized you and then made you do these ridiculous things, including dancing with another one of your teammates on the lacrosse team. To this day, I don't know, were you really hypnotized or was that all just an act? I guess we'll never know the truth, huh? Anyway, Lance, glad we're friends on Facebook. Take care. Okay, next name. Matthew Stoops. Matthew Stoops, I met you through Katie Byram, and I met Katie Byram through Jaime Alberto Lara Perez. I guess you could say that I met you, Lance. I just already talked about Lance. I met you, Matthew, and William Cuthbertson, and Katie Olson, and Katie Byram, all through Jaime. And when I lived in the Avenues, I had that big 2-bedroom apartment. Jaime was my roommate at the time, and Jaime invited Katie and you and Bill over, and we all had like a big group little party dinner thingy. And over time, I got to know you, Matthew Stoops. I remember there was a time where I think I got your couch, that gold and black striped couch, and you helped me move that out of my apartment into another apartment that I was moving into. Right? Right? That was your couch, right? Or did I give that couch to you? That's so funny. Now I can't even remember. I think you gave that couch to me and you helped me move that into my apartment. I think that's how that went down. Anyway, you're a great guy, Matthew Stoops. Very intelligent. I think very athletic. A biker. Mountain bike. When I think of mountain bikes, I think of Matt Stoops. Okay. Keep in touch. Next name. Next name is Kimberly Wagner. Okay, I need my spatula for this one. Kimberly Wagner, you always have this look on your face like you know something and you're not going to tell us what it is. It's like you have a big secret and your face says, I'm not going to tell you what I know. What do you know? What do you know, Kim Wagner? I know you know things. Kim Wagner. Can't talk about Kim Wagner without talking about Pocatello, Idaho. Can't talk about Kim Wagner without talking about Red, Red Wine by UB40. Can't hear that song without thinking of Kim Wagner. Why? Because every time I would DJ one of the dances at Westminster, you would come up and always request that song. I didn't particularly like that song. It's not my favorite UB40 song, but I played it and everybody loved that song. And without realizing it, Kim Wagner, you actually made me a better DJ because I learned through you that DJing is not about playing music that I like. It's about playing music that everybody likes. And even though I don't like Red, Red Wine that much as a song, I would play it because I knew it was a hit with the crowd. And that was because of you. I'm glad we're friends. Keep in touch. It was fun running into you at the Rainbow Casino years later. You haven't changed a bit. You look exactly the same. Okay. Okay, pick another name. Here we go. And the name is, crying out loud, I need my glasses. Donna Newsom. Donna Newsom, I need you to do me a favor. Every time I log on to Facebook, I see that you've posted yet another delicious recipe. And every time I see those recipes, I'm like, damn, I need a piece of paper. I got to write this down. This is an amazing recipe. What are you trying to do? Get me fat? You just posted one a few days ago, some kind of cake with like a molasses cinnamon frosting. I was like, wow. Those are recent memories of Donna Newsom. Donna, when I think of you, I think of when I would go to Hogle Hall, the women's dorm on campus, my freshman year. You were always in the lobby. It didn't matter what time of the day or who I was going to see. When I would walk in, you would be there in the lobby lounge area. You would be there studying. You would be there talking with somebody. And you always looked totally put together. You were always dressed elegantly. Your hair and makeup was always just perfect. I could have come to Hogle Hall at 3 a.m. and you could have come out of your dorm room in pajamas and you still would have had this elegant look about you. You were always very well put together, and I admired you for that. You were like a 35-year-old woman trapped in an 18-year-old's body. And of course, I can't talk about Donna Newsom without talking about your boyfriend Joe, because he was always hanging out there too. And all of us got used to having Joe around, and we just kind of adopted him as one of our own, even though he wasn't a student there. Anyway, Donna, keep posting those recipes, and maybe I'll start writing them down. Okay, next name.